What's going on, everybody? In today's video, we are checking out Rush, Where's My Thing? Here it is, with a drum solo in Dallas. This was requested, it's on the list, we're about to do it. Oh yeah. If you're new here, please subscribe, check out my videos. I got all kinds of videos. I got reaction videos, 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. I do one with my wife every day now. I got bass Playalongs, live performances with bands, all kinds of videos. Definitely check them out. In the description below, I'm going to have Amazon affiliate links to Rush vinyl, so definitely check that out. I got my coffee here. We're checking out Rush. You know, people are like, I can't believe you've never heard this, or you don't know this, or how are you a musician? You don't know these guys, or this band, or whatever. And I bring it up because Rush, and I'm a bass player. It's interesting, but I know why. And if you don't know why, you're just not thinking about it. You're not considering it. Your mind isn't, whatever, open to the possibility or something. How much music is out there? Where do you come from? Who are your parents? What do you grow up listening to? Are you really well versed in all musical styles? Do you know all jazz classics? Do you know all R&B classics? Do you know all classical music? How about country, bluegrass, folk, etc., 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 etc. There's a zillion records. There's a million bands out there. A million bajillion bands. Numbers we don't even have words for yet. That's how many bands and records and music and tracks are out there. Okay, even when I was growing up, there's just tons. I mean, there's a zillion more now. When I heard Rush when I was younger, which was maybe once or twice, and just on the radio, because my dad didn't listen to Rush. He didn't. So he wasn't like, oh, you got to check this out. He didn't say, oh, you're a bass player, listen to Geddy Lee. He told me to listen to Tim Bogert. He told me to listen to Vanilla Fudge. Even then, I didn't do it. even then, he told me to listen to Tim Bogert. I didn't listen to Tim Bogert until probably like 5 years ago. In any real kind of way. Is what I'm saying. In any way, like what we're doing right here with Rush, where I'm like, really, you guys are literally watching me watch and listen to Rush for the first time. You're literally watching me listen to Rush for the first time and be like, whoa, this is amazing. And also, I love this. I love that I'm, as old as I am, and I still have music that I don't know, that I listened to for the first time. I'm like, this is amazing. This is really cool, because it keeps the music going for you. So it's fantastic. It's great. And it's going to keep going because there's endless amounts of music in the world. Of course, I know who Geddy Lee is. Picking up the bass and reading Bass Player magazine, and, there's a Fender. Yeah, I have a Fender right here. You think I didn't know that there was a Fender Geddy Lee bass? Of course I did. From like one of the first moments that I got like a musician's friend or an American Music Supply magazine, or went into a music store or a Guitar Center. Yeah, they got them hanging on the wall. Oh, this guy has a signature bass. Who else has a signature bass? All these people have signature basses. They must be somebody, right? Oh, this guy plays for Rush. He's the guy that has that weird ass voice. No, I'm not into it. 14-year-old, 15, 16-year-old, not into it. A weird voice like that. So, yeah, it took me that long. And I was into Dream Theater, which, James LaBrie was probably my least favorite in that band, Canadian singer, also sings high, but I don't know, there was something about the music that I liked. But it's no different than this. There's so much about the music that I really like. Anyways, this is a tangent now, and I'm sorry. But why didn't I hear about Rush and all other kinds of bands? Because I was digging into jazz, I was digging into R&B, and I was digging into other bands, other music. I didn't listen to the Beatles really until I got into college. I didn't like what I heard when I was in high school and younger. I heard, Can't Buy Me Love. Not that that's bad. It's fine. It's great. 8 days a week. Yeah, great song. Cool. Great. But then when I got into college, I heard the White Album and Revolver and their other 1966 and later albums. To me, that's where it's at. That's to me. All before that, I only heard their early pop stuff. I'm not, that's not me. I want to hear their drugged out music because that's what I like. Okay, that's my style. It's like, oh, you were on drugs and just in the studio just being crazy. Love it. Love it. Let's get tripped out. Cool. This stuff is a little bit more like heady, brain stuff and like all the playing, which is cool. I like that kind of thing too. Again, I listened to Dream Theater growing up. I just didn't get it. But now I'm getting it and it's amazing. And thank you. So, okay, tangent over because this is getting way too long already. I gotta listen to this, right? We gotta listen to some music. Oh, yeah. Okay, where's my thing? Here it is, drum solo, live in Dallas. Let's do this. Bam. It's got a great sound. It's crazy that he tucks his pinky in. Like, he really tucks it. Like he has no plan on using it. He will never use it. sound is that red thing. This whole kit is just shaking. People love a double bass drum. They love that. Audience loves that. Oh, they're gonna love that too. Of course. You got the double kick with the cymbals. All right. Alright, drums. Thought the song was fine. I mean, this is one of their instrumentals. There was, let's see. There was a other instrumental of theirs. What was the one that I liked the best? There was an instrumental of theirs that I liked the best. It wasn't La Villa. Which one was it? What have I done? I've done a fair amount of Rush so far. In the end, I know that that's not Natural Science. I know that these aren't all instrumentals. I'm just going through Big Money, Marathon, Leave That Thing Alone. It was that one. Leave That Thing Alone. Yeah. YYZ, Working Man. That was the song where they're saying, that song to me is still like the best. I'm like, holy God, that was an incredible song. I need to listen to that again. That was so good. Headlong Flight, Analog Kid, Digital Man. Those were cool. Digital Man, I remember that one. That one was cool. Xanadu. Yeah, Digital Man was cool. There wasn't another one in here. I always get mixed up in what ones I've done and when they came out. Spirit of the Radio. Spirit of the Radio I've heard before because it's on the radio. You know, like I've performed that one before. Anyways, yeah, I like to Leave That Thing Alone better. Just in terms of which instrumental song of theirs that they've done that I like the best. Definitely Leave That Thing Alone. For me, at least. I thought it was cool. Drum solo's fine. It's cool. I mean, I'm not a drummer. I'm a bass player. So I don't know all your freaking this, that, and the other things. All your words on rhythms. Your paradiddles. I'm trying to think of them, but I can't. So I'll just say paradiddles because that's what they are, right? Like so many of them. Flam taps. Flippy flop floops. Cool. Drums. I love drums. Totally love drums. Drummer is the most important person in a band. A band is only as good as their drummer. Obviously, Neil is amazing. He's fantastic. He's one of the best drummers ever, right? He's amazing. It's very easy to tell that. He's incredible. Drum solos, to me, they're kind of like bass solos. They're not really necessary. All of a sudden you take your audience and you put it into like an even smaller subsection of people that are going to be into it. Other people just tolerate it because they like the band or whatever. Average person is not caring about a drum solo or a bass solo. That's my opinion as a bass player. That's also why I don't like bass solo all the time. I'm just like, you know, I like it. It's cool. I studied it, you know. But ultimately, in most styles of music, in many styles of music, it's just not a thing. It's not necessary. It's not necessary. Give me a piano solo. Give me a guitar solo. Give me a sax solo, a horn solo. You know, give me all those kinds of solos. The bass player and the drummer will solo behind all that. That's how I like to do it. You know, like, listen, I'm going to play a whole bunch of notes while we're improvising as a band. That's what I like. You know, as opposed to just, no, everybody stop and give this person a solo. They only do that with drums and bass, for the most part, most of the time, for the most part. I mean, you know, like, you could do whatever you want, and there's examples of all of it, but, you know, for the most part, it's like, okay, in jazz, especially, like, the further back you go, it's like, the band stops, except for maybe, like, a hi-hat, and the bass solo is like, this is my bow. Or, you know, it's my upright bass. Same thing with drums. Or they got an ostinato going. Unless you get into those crazy drummers like Billy Cobham or other like drummers like with drummer albums, then they start doing things. Dave Weckls, you know, things like that. I don't even listen to those guys that much. I mean, Billy Cobham, okay, fine. Dave Weckl, I don't have a Dave Weckl album. I think the last time I listened to anything by Dave Weckl was when I lived with a drummer. Anyways, cool Rush song. I feel like I'm talking about everything except for what we're listening to. You know, ranting about why I haven't heard Rush. Anyways, this is a strange video. It's the first video of the morning, and it's early. So, it's what you're getting. I have had half a cup of coffee. See, it's still pretty full. I thought the song was cool. You know, these guys are great. He's got some bass licks, some bass things at the intro that, you know, if you're a bass player, you can grab and be like, oh, I know this thing. Whatever. It's cool. His time isn't amazing on all that kind of stuff, but it's whatever. It's fine. I'm nitpicking. Drum solo's fine. Not a drummer. Seems cool. You know, for me, I was more looking at, like, because he has all these other sounds. I mean, obviously, I see that he has the pad there that he triggers sounds. You know, the MIDI pad or whatever. I saw that. But then there were some other things. I saw that he was hitting that red thing that had a sound that I was like, where's that sound coming from? What does that sound? There was some other things. I've heard you guys mention it in the comments, some other drums or even cymbals where there's something that it triggers on a cymbal. I don't know that I've ever seen that, if it's not like a pad itself. I don't know, but it's cool. All right, on to the next one. Thanks for watching. If you're new here, please subscribe. Check out my videos, reaction videos, 9 a.m., 4 p.m. with my wife every day. Bass play-alongs, live performances with bands, all kinds of videos. Definitely check it out. In the description below, Amazon affiliate links to Rush vinyl. Definitely check it out. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next video.